Hi guys, we're back in the workshop and we're going to start putting Alice back together again. I've already done one door, so follow me and we'll have a look at the other door and I'll show you how to put all the glass back in again and things like that. So let's crack on. Right, well now she's back from paint, I'd love to hear from all of you that are watching. Have you got any suggestions? What should I do with her now? And in the future of that, of course. I definitely want to change the engine at some point, and I want to paint the engine bay. But other than that, what's your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you all. So drop me a little comment down below, and yeah, we'll see what we can do from there. Right, so I've got the lock back in place, which is just 3 screws. To put it in, you have to fit it in there like that, and it basically goes in that way, turns around and goes up and fits into the hole there, and then it's just 3 screws, so that has got no adjustment on it whatsoever. From there I've then put the handle on like that, and I've also adjusted this pin here, which is just a 17mm here, to adjust this in and out, up and down. It just makes the door lock, and put the gummy in there, the rubber list in there as well. So now she shuts perfectly. She rattles like mad, but that's the window winder that's not fitted properly. So what I wanted to get was to make sure that this door doesn't stick out or doesn't go in. The lines we sorted out yesterday, they're a little bit low on this side, so I might adjust that at some point just to raise it those couple of mil up again, but I think everything will just need to settle a bit. So what we're going to do now is put the glass back in again. As you can see over there, I've already got the glass in that door, but I'll show you how to do it on this one. I've already cleaned the glass. Doesn't look like clean now because it's got all my fingerprints all over it, but I've took a cleaner to it and I've cleaned it. It's a bit dusty as well. Now I've been opening and shutting the door on it. But that door, that glass, is quite simple to fit. It fits in that hole there, and I usually get it as close as I can and then just push it the last bit to make it fit. So let's crack on with that. Right, so the side window goes in from the outside like that, and I normally put it in straight away. I know a lot of people will put in the rubbers here, but it just makes things a bit easier. There's not a lot of stuff in the way. So I put that in like that, and then I can hook it into its runner here. So it's there now, but it's very loose. Now that that's there, I can then wind the window down. Now the window's really loose, but it means I can also keep it there. It's not in the way anymore. So now we can put the rubbers in. And that's the wrong way around, it's upside down, that way. And these just fit in, and they just want a little tap into place. Just use my finger actually, it's going in. Like that. And this one we can continue with all the way down into the door. Like that. So that's now in place. Then we've got this bit. Now there's a screw in there, just a little tiny screw that I left in place when we were doing the car, so I knew where it was. That one. And then there's one there that you can get to through this little hole here. And this one here has a rubber that fits inside it, and I usually put that in to start with. Now it is pointy at that end, showing you that that's the up end of it. So that we can just kind of squeeze in there, like that. So that's that in place there. Now what I can do, because I've got the window already in place, I can push the window right the way back into that channel, and because it's down, it allows me to put this one in, which has to go in at a slight angle. So that fits nice and neatly in there like that. And we can fit the screw in from the front here. To make sure that goes in the right place, I can look at it from above and see where it goes in. Before I tighten it up, just make sure that it's pushed against the window properly, which it is. Well, that's the glass. Done. It's not a difficult job. It is probably one of the ways of doing it. There's probably loads of different ways of doing it, but that's the way I prefer to do it, because it means that this glass, otherwise you have to try and bend it in and it gets stuck on here and it gets stuck on there. With it being at the bottom, right at the bottom, I can move it forward and backwards. I can get all the rubbers in, and then I just wind the window up and it's fine. And that was really easy. So that's how I do it. So that is now the glass for that door done. Next job I want to do is get these rear lights in place. Right, these are the rear lights. I'm putting the original ones back in again. Eventually, I will probably change these for a nice brand new set if I can find a set. If anybody's got a set, let me know. On the back of here, we've got like a black tar stuff. It was horrible to get rid of. To get it off, I heated it up with a heat gun around here. Just heated it all up so that it would easily pull off. I have tried to do it before on a car where I kind of just pulled it off, put a screwdriver in here, but you do tend to break the plastic, whereas I didn't damage the plastic in any way, shape or form. So I'd recommend that. Use a heat gun to just soften this up. It didn't need a lot, just to soften it up, and it came straight out. So this is the far one over there, the right hand side one. So we're going to put that in place now, and then I can put the bulbs into it. We'll crack on with that. I will get around to changing these to LED bulbs eventually. Right, that's them in. I'm going to get the reverse light fitted now then. Very similar to the rear lights. It's just two M8 nuts and some washers. Difference here being it comes with its own little gasket rather than having that horrible black tar stuff, whatever it is, I don't know. It comes without that. That's upside down. And that's that. The next job then, the number plate lights ready for the bumper. I think we can fit the bumper, don't you? I'm both excited and nervous about fitting this because I really don't want to scratch the car getting it in there, but I really want to see it fitted as well. Right, here goes. Right, the next job I want to do is fit the boot lock so that I can open the boot again. It sits with a clip, so it puts over like that and it basically just pushes it against the bodywork. Right, let's give her a face back again. Get some headlights in there and some indicators. Well, that fitted much better. It's like a USB socket. You put it in once and no, it's not right. You turn it around, no, it's not right. Put it in again. Yeah, it's right now. Well, there you go. Right, I do want to explain why I'm not cleaning parts like this. I'm not getting them in perfect condition, putting them back. It probably seems a bit mad putting dirty parts and things like that back on without cleaning them on a brand new painted car. The reason for it is because it is today the 4th of October, which means it's getting fairly soon to the fact that if I MOT it again, I have to have winter tyres on, and I don't have a set of winter tyres for her. I don't really want to buy a set either just to go for an MOT. So what I want to do now is put it back together again, get it for an MOT, get it on the advisory points that were, which is the windscreen, which I've now got, and the seat belts that were wrong in the rears. If they ever arrive, they're stuck in customs somewhere in Sweden, God knows where. Hopefully they'll turn up in the next year, really, but as soon as possible anyway. Once they've arrived, I can then drive the car to the MOT, get her MOT'd, and she's got an MOT for 2 years. I don't need to worry about it too much. After that, I've got 2 years where I can pull the lights out, clean them all up, I can get everything cleaned up, and I can do all the jobs that I want to get done. And I can do it properly, put it back together again, and I don't have to rush with it. So right now, get it ready, MOT'd, then I've got 2 years where I can start doing stuff on it. So that's the reason for me putting the stuff in. It's not just me being lazy or mad, and there is a reason for it. So now you know anyway. Right, one last thing then. I've given the front grille a quick coat of paint. So that's the original grille. It's just had a quick coat of paint on it now. Just quick plastic primer and a coat of satin black on it. So that's all ready to do. And I've got a new Ford badge on order. I've also stuck on the number plate. And as I said before, I don't want the front bumper. I think she looks a lot nicer without the front bumper on it. So if you like what I've done so far and you want to see the rest of her coming back together again and what we do to her in the future, press that subscribe button, follow me, and I'll see you in the next video. So thanks a lot, and bye bye.